Good evening, you're welcome to Fliptv News. I am Christian Chuku. Here are the news headlines. Presidency will determine Igbos stand in Nigeria from the Ohanese. Buhari unwilling to sign electoral bill, says PDP governors. Governor Masari orders automatic employment for 32 first-class Castina graduates. JAM has no power to conduct admissions from ASU. Chidinma Ojukwu pictured in court as a trial for the murder of Super TV COO boss resumes. Police officer among suspects arrested for stealing road construction materials. Here's the news in detail. As the 2023 elections draw nearer, the President General of the Igbos Socio-Cultural Organization, Ohanese Ndigbo, Prof. George Obiozo, has said that wherever the country picks its president from 2023 will send a strong message to Ndigbo. In a statement released on Monday, February 14th, Obiozo said, wherever the country picks its president from in 2023 will send a strong message to Ndigbo. The Ohanese Ndigbo President General explained that Ndigbo as an ethnic nationality are blessed with a large number of capable Nigerian patriots and credible personalities who are eminently qualified to govern the country and meet the expectations of the citizenry through equity, justice, and fairness. Indeed, he or she will bring into the office an amazing sense of peace and harmony to the country, ensure imperative of national unity and commitment of good governance with dedication, decency, and decorum. Since 1960, anyone saying that the Igbos have not campaigned enough to become Nigeria's president is guilty of historical fallacy because the region has been denied or ignored with impunity. He said Ndigbo has not campaigned for any relevant national political office since the end of the war. Most Nigerians with conscience and patriotism, as well as friends of Nigeria inside and outside the country, know this to be the truth. The Academic Staff Union of Universities has stated that the Joint Admissions and Matriculations Board has no right to conduct admission into higher institutions across the country. ASU President Prof. Emmanuel Osodeke noted that JAM's move to handle higher institutions admissions was an encroachment into university autonomy. Osodeke, who described JAM as an examination body and clearinghouse for admission into tertiary institutions, also pointed out that JAM was created by an act of the National Assembly in 1978 and is responsible for the conduct of matriculation examinations for admission into a tertiary institution in Nigeria examinations. According to him, it is the responsibility of each university senate to superintend over all academic matters in the university and approve of university undergraduate and postgraduate programs. However, it is a matter of great regret that JAM is operating outside its jurisdiction of collecting and disseminating information on matters relating to admissions from respective institutions. Based on Senate recommendations, we call upon JAM to desist from overstepping its original mandate and allow universities to decide on admission policies and processes. The trial of Chidinma Ojukwu, the suspected killer of Super TV CEO boss Usifo Ataga, resumed on Monday, February 14th at the Lagos High Court. Chidinma Ojukwu, a 300-level mass communication student of the University of Lagos, was seen in handcuffs on the premises of the court and two others on trial over Ataga's murder. A witness in the murder trial of Chidinma Ojukwu, the 23-year-old accused of killing the chief executive officer of Super TV, Usifo Ataga, gave her testimony during the trial. The witness, Nkechi Mogbo, is the owner of the short-let apartment at 19 Adewale Oshin Street, Lekki Phase 1, where Mr. Usifo was murdered. Mogbo said she got a phone call from a lady on June 13th who said she wanted to inquire about her online listed apartment. She said the lady identified herself with the name Jewel and she said would take the apartment for 3 days. After payment, Jewel was handed the key to the apartment. 2 days later, on June 15, Mogbo said she got a message from Jewel, later identified as Chidinma Ojukwu, that her friend would like to extend their stay for 3 days and would make the payment the following day on the 16th. She, however, claimed that she discovered Chidinma left the apartment the night before. Mogbo told the court that she provided all the chats between them to the police by email and also printed a copy while in custody. A police officer is reportedly among the 5 suspects arrested on Sunday morning, February 13th, for allegedly stealing materials being used in the ongoing construction of the Nairobi Expressway along Mombasa Road, Kenya. Thomas Odira Musasa, the officer attached to the Criminal Investigation Patrol Unit, was on Saturday deployed to guard the expressway, but instead led 4 civilians to the construction site where they were caught stealing the materials. Other suspects arrested are Andrew Kont Ntikia, a guard at the construction site, Ephantus Mwangi, a driver and owner of the motor vehicle that had been loaded with the stolen goods, Samuel Kariuki, and Samuel Mutembe. The suspect stole pipes from the site worth 275,200 Kenyan shillings. The police said that the suspect were nabbed by police officer Peter Lang, who is also at the CIPO division. Langard and his colleagues were on mobile patrol along the expressway around 4 a.m. when they came across the suspect loading pipes into a pickup. They were arrested after they were unable to explain what they intend to do with the materials and who authorized them to be taken. The suspect were arraigned in court on Monday, February 14th. Katsina State Governor Aminu Masari has approved automatic employment for 32 indigenes of the state that graduated with first-class degrees from different higher institutions of learning in the country. The approval is in fulfillment of the recent promise made by the governor during the convocation ceremony of Umaru Musa Yar'Adua University, Katsina. The graduates were employed based on their qualifications across various cadres of ministries, departments, and agencies in the state. In a statement signed and issued by the Permanent Secretary, Administration Office of the Head of Civil Service of the state, Usman Isiyaku, graduates were advised to contact the Director of Human Resources in the Office of the Head of Civil Service for guidance on service entrance procedures and documentation. The People's Democratic Party governors on Monday said President Muhammadu Buhari is unwilling to sign the Electoral Act Amendment Bill following the refusal of the president to sign the document over the mode of primaries. The National Assembly had on January 31st transmitted the revoked bill to the president for assent. The presidency had on February 10 said President Buhari is desirous to assent to the bill and is still consulting with critical stakeholders on whether to sign the Electoral Act Amendment Bill or not. But the PDP governors in a communique issued after the meeting, which was held in Bayelsa State, asked Buhari to sign the document. The PDP governors urged Mr. President to immediately sign the Electoral Act Amendment Bill into law. The communique signed by the 11 governors read, "Waiting to run out the 30 days is yet another sign of unwillingness by Mr. President to give Nigeria a reformed electoral framework. If there are still misgivings on any aspect of the bill, amendment may be introduced at a later stage." They also reacted to the just concluded polls in the Federal Capital Territory, congratulating their party for the victory recorded in 43 out of 62 councillorship positions in Abuja. In spite of improvements in the conduct of elections, the governors noted that the Gwagwalada and Abuja area council results show that manipulations are still possible. They therefore urged the Independent National Electoral Commission to tighten all observed loopholes and further improve on the functioning of the bimodal voter accreditation system machine for future purposes. Truck drivers on Monday morning blocked the border between Taraba and Benue State in protest of extortion. The truck drivers lamented the illegal extortion and illegal checkpoints by security operatives on transported food items and passengers. The chairman of the truck drivers Wukari branch, Unuken Hosea, explaining the reasons for their action, told Channels Television that extortion on the Benue axis of the boundary is contributing to the high cost of grains across the country. Truck drivers on Monday morning blocked the border between Taraba and Benue States in protest of the extortion. Despite dialogues with security operatives and revenue collectors on agricultural produce, the trend has continued unabated with a huge increase in the amount demanded from us, Hosea said. He stated that there is no going back on the blockade until the relevant authorities address their challenges. The protest resulted in gridlock on the Taraba and Benue boundary, which leads to the southeastern and western parts of Nigeria. This is not the first time that truck drivers are embarking on such protests at the same spot with little or no effort to address their plight. The protests come less than 24 hours after the Nigerian Union of Petroleum and Natural Gas Workers declared its support for the imminent industrial action by the petroleum tanker drivers of Nupeng. Nupeng, in a statement on Sunday, said transporters cannot afford to sit idle and watch her members continue to suffer due to inadequate freight rates being paid to them. Vice President Yemi Osinbajo is expected on Monday morning to depart Abuja for Monrovia, Liberia, and represent President Muhammadu Buhari at the formal launch of the year-long commemoration of the country's bicentennial anniversary. This was announced in a statement signed by the Senior Special Assistant to the Vice President on Media and Publicity, Laolu Akande. Osinbajo will join other leaders across Africa beyond to grace the event scheduled to hold today at the Samuel K. Doe Stadium in Monrovia. The Vice President will also attend other events later today in Monrovia as part of the Liberian National Celebration. Liberia was founded in 1822 when freed black people started relocating to West Africa from the United States. On July 26, 1847, the country proclaimed its independence and became the Republic of Liberia. Osinbajo, who will be accompanied on the trip by Minister of State Foreign Affairs Ambassador Zubairu Dada and Special Advisor to the President on Economic Matters, Dr. Ambassador Adeyemi Dikpelu, is expected back in the country today, February 15. This is Fliptv News. We have come to the end of the report. I am Christian Chukwu.